YouTube, it's your girl Mika Stay Fly, and I just came to say welcome to Meekville. Now, you've already seen the title of the video, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. I know that if this is your first time ever having locks, and if you are in the early stages of having locks, I know, trust me, this is my second time around, and I know that it can be while the experience can be amazing, and it can just give you like this sense of freedom, it can also, I mean, if we keeping it all the way 100, it can also bring about some insecurities. Like I said, especially if it's your very first lock journey, it can bring about some insecurities, because with starter locks, your hair is not fully locked, so you're kind of limited on how you can wear your hair. You are dealing with unknown factors such as how long will it take my hair to lock, when can I wash my hair, can I wash my hair, when am I going to get through the quote-unquote ugly phase. And let me just say right now, that is, I'm not a fan of the term ugly phase, because I feel like there is never a time when your locks will be ugly. But I get it. I promise I get it. We are here. I understand what you mean. But I'm here to help you figure out how to confidently rock your starter locks, especially if you have thin locks such as myself. Now, confession, my locks I've been locked for a year, so I am beyond the starter lock phase. But like I said, this is my second lock journey, so I've gone through the starter lock phase twice. Both times I started with hair that was not as long as I would have liked it to be. On my first lock journey, I went from having a relaxer for years, and I pretty much just did a big chop. I had a relaxer. One day I decided that I didn't want to relax my hair anymore, and I wanted to transition to natural. So at that point, I started wearing my hair in protective styles for about 9 months, and then I did a big chop. So when I got my first set of starter locks, I only had about 9 months worth of new growth, and I had no idea how long my actual new growth was. I had no idea what my curl pattern was. I had no idea what my natural hair was like. And that's because from the time that I was a little girl up until the time that I got the big chop, I had always had some type of chemically processed hair. I got my first chemically treated hair, and I'm dating myself. Please don't judge me though, but I got my first chemically treated hairstyle at the age of 6. That was back in the 80s. I got a jerry curl. I wore a jerry curl up until I was in the 7th grade, so I was probably about 14 years old. So from the jerry curl, I transitioned to a relaxer, and I wore a relaxer all the way from the age of 14 up until however old I was when I got my lock. But either way, I said all of that to say that I had no idea what my natural hair was like. I had no idea what it would look like for me to just have what we would consider a teeny weeny afro. So I never wore a teeny weeny afro. I went straight from a big chop. I cut all of my processing, or I had all of my relaxer treated or my chemically treated hair cut off, and then I immediately got my hair twisted in locks. So when my loctician finally turned me around to face the mirror, I was looking at someone who I had not seen before, and it was different to me. It was weird. I didn't feel like myself, but I made a vow that I was going to embrace my hair at that point how it was. I was not going to wear wigs. I was not going to wrap my hair up. I was not going to wear baseball caps. I was going to present myself to the world just like I was, in that way. So you can imagine that it took me some time to figure out what my style was. Now, before I go further, let me just say that this is no shade to anyone who decides to wear wigs during their starter lock phase, or during the phase that people like to call the ugly phase. I don't like to use that term on this channel, so I'm probably not going to say it much more after now. But I'm not, this is a judgment-free zone. I'm not judging anybody who has decided to take those measures until their hair gets to a place where they feel comfortable rocking it, or just, it doesn't even have to be about feeling comfortable, just until they get to a point where they want to show their hair, they want to present it to the world. That was not my case though. It was just something for me. My decision was that you're gonna get me just like this. And so it became almost like a goal of mine to figure out what my style was and to rock it. And let me tell you guys, I had so much fun. I had so much fun along that journey. First of all, it probably took my hair about 3 months to start getting to a point where it was locking, and I wasn't fully locked until maybe about 6 months. So because of the fact that it took from 3 to 6 months to actually lock, I was limited on the types of styles that I could wear. So my first tip is that I figured out how to accessorize in order to make my appearance, in order to feel comfortable in my appearance. Now, I worked as a registered nurse, so it wasn't much I could do as far as like the size of my earrings while I was at work. But baby, on my days off, I'm a hoops girl, as you guys can see. I love hoops. So I went to the store, I purchased all of the cute big hoop earrings, any earrings that dangle, any earrings that just kind of brought like attention to my face. I went and I purchased those earrings. I brought a lot of earrings that would like match a lot of my clothes so that I could switch them up. And then another accessory that I found that really just brought out like the umph in me was glasses. So I wear glasses anyway. I've always worn either contacts or glasses since I was about 14 years old. So I would just go and find like cheap non-prescriptive frames, and I would wear like the cute little glasses, the different styles, the different shapes, and just things like that, just to kind of enhance the different qualities of my face. So I accessorized to the max because, again, I didn't want to bother my hair. I couldn't. I was afraid that it was going to unravel. I did not want to manipulate my hair a lot during the locking phase. If you guys saw my tips video, the 10 tips on how to rock, 10 tips on thinning locks, then you guys know that I'm heavy on not manipulating your hair while it's trying to lock. So for that reason, I did everything but that. I practiced my makeup. I'm not a person who likes to wear makeup on a daily basis, but again, when I was off work or when I was going out and I wanted to do things to kind of spruce my appearance up and just make me feel more confident, I wore different makeup styles. I was the accessory queen, and I always wore some type of dope glasses. So that in and of itself are 3 different things that you can do to help you get through your starter lock phase while you are just trying to figure out what your style is. Now, the next thing I want to say about just finding your confidence while you're in your starter lock phase is to not be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. So again, if locks are new to you and you've never had locks before, you really have to just play around with what you like, but stay true to your style. So if you're the type of girl who does edgy styles, you like to rock edgy things, then figure out what types of edgy things you can do to make your hair pop. If you like wearing hair wraps, get on YouTube. And I love wraps. First of all, y'all, I love wrapping my hair. It's nothing for me to wrap my hair up. So I will I'll try to post some tutorials whenever I'm doing my wrap. First of all, let me just say this. Tutorials, I get it. I know that some people don't. Wrapping my hair just comes naturally to me. So it's not, I really just play around with the different scarves and things, and I really just tie it until it looks cute to me. But I always get compliments on how I wrap my hair. So play around with hair wraps. Get big bright scarves to wrap your hair. Make sure they are like silky material. If they aren't silky material, get yourself a like a stocking cap or something like that. If you're going to cover your hair in its entirety, then get a stocking cap or a satin cap to put underneath the wrap, so that when you wear the cotton wrap, it's not sucking all of the natural oils from your hair, and it's not making it dry. Always keep in mind that you want to do things that are going to protect your locks. Always keep the health of your locks in mind when you're doing different things going through this phase. So you definitely want to play around with your style and stay true to your style. If you're not edgy and you like to be more conservative, then go and look for different hair accessories that are a little bit more on the conservative side. Listen, places like I don't know. I don't really go to the mall a lot anymore. So I can't even name any stores that are like specifically carry hair accessories. But don't be afraid to rock things like bows and headbands and scarves and things like that. Oh, another really dope accessory are the little hair trinkets and charms. You in this stage, you may not be able to do the type of trinkets that you have to thread over your hair, like beads and things like that, because it may disturb the locking process. But you can definitely find the ones that you can kind of slip over a hairpin and just stick them in your hair in different places. Those are always dope. Hair trinkets and charms are always dope. They always make you feel just, I don't know, they make you feel sexy. I know they make me feel sexy. They make me feel ultra feminine as well. So definitely accessorize your face. Use your earrings, your glasses, your makeup. You can use hair wraps. You can use hair accessories. You can use hair trinkets. Another thing, or the next thing that I want to talk about, is just your fashion. Your fashion. So while you are trying to give your hair a chance to lock and become the luscious locks that you know they are going to become, play up your fashion. This is the time to step up your fashion game, y'all. Because again, it's not, you're going to be limited on what you can do with your hair. You just are. And this is my opinion. Nothing that I'm saying is 100%. So please don't come for me in the comments. Some people are okay with manipulating their locks while they're in the starter phase and they haven't completely locked yet. So do you. But I am just giving you tips on based off of what I did in my journey. In both journeys, because again, this is my second journey, and I'm just sharing things that work for me. So this is the time to step up your fashion game, y'all. This is the time to really really just take it there from a fashion standpoint. And again, stay true to your style. Stay true to your style. If you know that, I want you guys to wear and do what makes you feel best, because again, this is all about embracing your starter locks and getting through that phase where you are not so confident in what your hair looks like. You are not quite in love with your hair yet. Now, some of us get starter locks and we are already just like swooning over them, but again, that's not the case with everybody. So if you are finding it hard to just kind of like you wondering, do I want to keep these or should I just I've talked to so many girls over the years, so many women over the years who have started the lock journey and then stopped. Started the lock journey, went about maybe 3 months and then stopped because they just, oh, you know what, I can't do this. They're not versatile enough. I can't figure out if I like them or not. I can't take the fact that I can't wash my hair as often. I miss having my hair cut. I've heard so many different reasons as to why people have stopped during their lock journey. So again, I am just trying to offer different suggestions on what I found to be, I'm sorry y'all, my camera stopped or it just cut off, so I'm not sure if I don't even know if I was recording just then. I hope I was, but either way, I'm gonna keep talking, and if I need to do the video again, I will. I have no problem with that. But like I was saying, I've talked to so many people throughout this journey who have just become frustrated in the beginning because they didn't necessarily know what to do in order to fall in love with their locks, and they just, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And so a lot of people have aborted the mission before they've even gotten deep into it. And so I'm here to kind of help you prevent that. If this is something that you want to do and you want to see your locks through, you want to see your locks potentials, I mean, you want to see how far you can go in this journey. If you are just drooling over someone else's locks and you just can't wait till your locks get to that phase, then I'm trying to help you figure out what you can do in the meantime. So accessories, makeup, hair trinkets, stepping your fashion game up. And I guess one of the last things that I want to say is just be confident. Be confident. Get the idea of the ugly phase out of your mind. You should never feel like your locks are ugly. And I'm not, I'm not trying to condemn anybody or come down on you, but it's just, I know that it's something that we all have to just kind of get to a point where we're embracing. Even though the natural hair movement has been a thing now for decades, some of us still have trouble embracing that, and I get it. I really do. Some of us have trouble embracing. Some of us have been loose naturals for a long time, and we're not sure about our locks. Some of us are not patient enough or just don't want to deal with letting our locks lock on their own. So for that reason, we have a lot of young ladies who have opted to go through interlocking, where the hair is pretty much locked instantly. The instant locks. People have embraced lock extensions. People have, I mean, there are so many different avenues that we can take when it comes to locking our hair. So I just want you to know that, first of all, I'm right here with you. I'm going through it a second time with you guys, but the only difference between you and I is that I come with a little bit of knowledge because I've been here before. But don't get me wrong, I have my days where this set of locks is very different from my first set because my hair is thinner this time around. I've shared in previous videos that my hair got really thin after I had my daughter. I've been dealing with a little bit of what I believe is traction alopecia. It may be a little bit of aging as well. I'm not 100% sure, but this set of locks is not the same set of locks that I had the first time around. And it's taking, ooh, y'all, I saw a lizard. If you just saw me jump, I saw a lizard just kind of, I live in an area where like little baby lizards always kind of get into my house. So anyway, little baby lizard just popped out of nowhere. So that made me jump. But yeah, this is a different set of locks for me, guys. So I have my days where I'm looking at my hair like, this is not it. And that is when I start to play around with my hair. So I guess that leads me to another thing. So once you've gotten to a point, now let's say that you're beyond the starter lock phase, your hair is already fully locked. It's fully locked and you are now ready to try different hairstyles out. You're ready to manipulate your hair a little bit. You're ready to, you know what I'm saying, you ready for the razzle dazzle. So that's kind of where I am. Like I said, I've had my locks for a year now, and okay, my battery is dying. That's what's happening. I've had my locks for a year now, and I can manipulate them as much as I want. I've also already shampooed my hair once since the last time I got it twisted, or the last time I got a retwist. So since I've already shampooed it and my roots are frizzy, I have a lot more freedom with the styles that I can choose. So now it's okay for me to put my hair in ponytails. It's okay for me to braid my hair back. It's okay for me to, you know, I can do whatever I want with my hair at this point. So if you've gotten to the point where your hair is already fully locked, you're okay with manipulating it because you've shampooed it, and you're fine if your parting is not 100% crispy. You're fine if your roots are a little bit bushy. You're okay with that? Then I would urge you to play around with styles, y'all. Locks are very versatile. Do not let anybody tell you any differently. Locks are very versatile. You can wear them up, you can wear them down, you can braid them, you can color them. You can do everything with your locks that you did with when you were a loose natural, or even when you had a relaxer, with the exception of, you know, straightening your hair or anything like that. But the obvious things that you can do are definitely, you know, up for grabs. So you can put rods in your hair. You can get like a curly rod set. You can throw your hair up into a ponytail in a bun. If your hair is not long enough, you can wear these little pigtails like me. I mean, just be free enough to play around with your hair is basically all I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna keep y'all long because, like I said, my battery is dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video prematurely. But let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you would like me to give you guys more tips on how to get through your starter lock phase. I'm more than happy to do so. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, and comment. Again, subscribe. I am going to drop as many lock videos as I can, even if it's just simple hairstyles. I will do that. And if you guys give me suggestions on what you want to see, I am most definitely up for making videos to cater to your needs. And again, just so you know, my hair is kind of thin, so if you are a lock beauty but you have thinning locks, then let me know what type of content you would like to see from me. I am all for giving you guys as much advice as I'm able to. All right, so with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Deuces.